Setting up for the next one?
What's that?
For the next one?
Oh yeah, yeah. I just do the
Good morning, Barons fans, and welcome to Chicagoland for a showcase as the Cleveland Barons start this one off against the hometown Chicago Fury. We are here at Oakland Park, Illinois, at the Arctic Ice Arena, playing the NHL sheet. The Barons in the white uniforms playing against the Fury in the black. We'll have what looks to be a 5-minute warm-up before we get started. 4 games on the docket this weekend. The Fury come in with a record of 10-2-3. The Cleveland Barons come in with a 7-8 record after losing a close one in overtime to Gilmore on Thursday. We'll follow it up this weekend with the Philly Junior Flyers today at 6 p.m. And then it'll be, that'll be Central Time. And then it'll be Dallas Stars tomorrow at 4:15 Central. And on Monday, Sioux Falls Power Hockey Club at 10:15 Central Time. Nice morning here in Chicago. In the 50s, sunny, outside of Chicago, so nice area. Drove through a forest preserve here in Cook County, Illinois, on the way to the rink. The team got in on the team bus at about around 9 o'clock local time last night. Their opponent able to sleep in their own beds. We'll see if that has a difference. Hopefully the boys are well rested and ready to go this morning. Few stats for you. The Barons are pretty close to even on the goals for and goals against. 44 goals for and 42 against. The Fury is 46 goals for and 33 goals against, with their 10-2-3 record coming into this one. This is game number 16 of the year for the Barons. Slattery just had a few warm-up catches there, and now Tyler O'Donnell will step into the net, and it looks like you would think he'll play in this game today, as Liam played in the game on Thursday. They tend to alternate. So a little under 3 left on the warm-up clock, and we'll get started after that. like this, the Fury makes their goalie clean up the pucks. Looks like so do the Barons. It's the backup goalie for each squad today, so I guess that makes some sense. All right, 17 on the clock, ready to go here for period number 1. Cleveland Barons versus the Chicago Fury. Game 1 of the showcase here in Chicagoland, Orlando Park, Illinois, at the Arctic Ice Arena. I'm Sean Huffstedler. I'll try to give you some play-by-play throughout the game. Hopefully the feed works well. Seems like it's going fine so far. Let me know if you're having any problems. Looks like we will start with Huffstedler taking the face-off. Krembali on the right wing and Loomis on the left wing. Romstad and Elliott as the blue liners for the Barons. And it is indeed Tyler Nordon in goal. Three officials on the ice. Here we go, ready for puck drop. Here you have it, start. And I'll send it through mid-ice and into the Barons zone. Back to the blue line. The player goes down and takes another down. No penalty called there. Huffy gets it, sends it out to Romstad, who sends it out of the zone. Fury has it in their own zone, but Loomis takes it. Huffstedler pressuring. And now Loomis and Romstad trying to keep it in just out of the zone. Loomis will pick it up after Romstad ties a man up. Looming. And Romstad now able to keep it out of the zone as the Fury had to tag up. And they'll take it back into their own zone. They're looking for a long pass, no luck. It'll be intercepted by Elliott. Elliott around one man. Elliott goes on goal. And the Barons use that chance to get a change. Terry lays a check and allows Basil to go get the puck in his own zone. Basil trying to send a long pass up to Lundy, intercepted, but Lundy lays a check and Fury trying to send it the other way. Nordon will settle it. Terry up the boards to Basil, who chips it into the offensive zone. Board and Oleski on the ice as well. Intercepted by Board, up front, shot and a goal! And it's Lundy on the goal first. It is Board to Lundy. And the Barons score first. Lundy continues his scoring. And Board with another point. 15:33 to go in the first period. And it is your Cleveland Barons. They're the ones that start with the Fury against Chicago here in period number 1. Basil, shot on goal, blocker save in front. Chicago able to push it forward, but stolen back. And Basil will send it back to his zone for Stockel. Wood back there with him. Basil feeds it through the neutral zone, picked up there by Chicago. Back in the Barons zone, behind the goal line. Picked off for a moment, Wood gets it back. And out of the zone, Morgan, up the right side, looking for help, doesn't have it, goes toward goal. Too many bodies there in the black sweaters, and they'll take it out of the zone. The Barons on a change, and Morgan did well just to get in the zone and take some time. Bradshaw to the neutral zone, taken there. Shoot on the ice as well, and now it's the defenders sending it up to shoot into the corner. Trying to get there first, he ties it up. He's got Bradshaw with him. And it's the Fury coming away with it. And they'll take it out of the zone. In the neutral zone, and they'll dump it into the Barons zone. Romstad behind his own goal. to Grimm and to Bradshaw and out. Neutral zone, bouncing around. Fury send it back in. Grimm will take it behind his own goal. He has some company. Bradshaw trying to get to it at the hash marks. He does. He'll feed it out. Oh, that wasn't Bradshaw, excuse me, it was Morgan. He'll feed it to Bradshaw. He crosses the center line and dumps it in. They'll get a change. Keith, Semig, and Bravery on the ice with Romstad and Elliott. Elliott behind his own goal. Takes a man out of play so that his teammates can try to get to it. It's tipped in front of the goal as it was a shot from the point for the Fury. But cleared now as the Fury are on a change. No icing called here. And Oleski takes the man out of play, lets Keith have the puck. Keith, link wide to Semig. And Semig feeds it back now to Elliott. Elliott to Oleski. To Keith in the neutral zone. The Fury back in. Elliott behind his own goal. 13 minutes to go in the first, and it's a 1-0 Barons lead. Keith kicks it, trying to get it to his own stick a little bit long, and it's the Fury with an icing call. So offense's own face-off coming up here, and Barons use that for a shift change here. It'll be Hufstad, Loomis, Krimbali, Pusateri, and Stockel. Hufstad on the right wing circle. Face off in the corner, trying to get it himself. Pushes it over to, it looks like it's intercepted here by the Fury, who will take it out of the zone. And now Stockel in his own zone will grab it behind his own goal line. Feeds it up to Krimbali. Krimbali, rink wide, off the boards to Loomis, who resets. Pusateri up to Krimbali. Chips it, out of play. A little souvenir for the fan there. So it'll be a face-off in the neutral zone. Barons will keep the same crew out there. It'll be a center ice face-off. And that one is won back. Loomis will send it back to Pusateri, deflected. And Pusateri will get it back. He'll get it to Krimbali. Krimbali to Stockel. Trying to get it to Huffy, not enough on it. Now it's going to be nice job there for, looks like an offside call, I think. Let's see. We'll go back and forth. It looks like just offside. Barons will use that chance to change. And Lundy takes the face off. He's got Basil and Board. Stockel and Pusateri stay. Pusateri. Deflected. Stockel will grab it behind his own goal line. Now up to Basil. Basil off the boards and up the left side into the offensive zone, battling. And Lundy comes to help in the corner. It's still battling. Lundy trying to send it back to the point. He does. Romstad and Wood out there now, and shot on goal. The stick saved by the goalie. Romstad back in from the point, and Lundy trying to feed it into the corner, no luck. Chicago, some good sticks there. Wood chips it to Board in the neutral zone. Board across the blue line, making some room, trying to feed it in, deflected off of the skate. It's going to be a breakaway. Chicago, and a backhand after a move into the back of the net to tie it up with 11:18 to go. Chicago Fury with the evening goal. So with 11:18, it's a 1-1 game. In the first period. Face off here for Morgan. Grimm and Elliott will go back. Bradshaw and Shoot on the ice as well. And out of the zone goes Elliott, and Grimm will pick it up at the blue line. Through the neutral zone, up the left side and in. Behind the goal line, or it'll be the Fury picking it up. No, they will miss it, and Bradshaw grabs it. Bradshaw trying to feed it out front, no luck. Fast-moving game so far. Both sides skating pretty quickly here. Elliott grabs it in his own zone. Morgan, rink wide to shoot. Collects it off the board. Shoot in the offensive zone. On the left side and behind the goal now. Trying to feed it out front was Bradshaw. Bradshaw. Morgan trying to collect it off the boards. No luck. The goalie able to stop it with his glove and push it back behind the goal line. Stemma getting off the bench. Trying to get involved in the play there. Puck bounced to his side instead. Fury shot, glove save, and cleared by Graham. Nicely done. Up here for Morgan on a breakaway. Morgan. Backhand shot, saved by the Chicago Fury goaltender. Nice opportunity there. Pusateri now moving. And leading for Keith is Bravery. And Bravery keeps this one in. No, it rolls off the stick there as he tried to throw it toward goal. The Fury go back the other way. Well defended here. Bravery's going to pick it up as Stockel took the man out of play. Stockel with the puck now. Stockel up the right side. Into the offensive zone. Keith following behind the goal line in the offensive zone. And Fury able to get to it. And they'll try to regroup and send it out. They will. Pusateri will send it to Stockel at his own blue line. Stockel takes it back behind his goal line. Sending a man off. Now tied up in the corner. And Bravery in to help. Sending it back to Pusateri. Off the glass and out. And the Fury will have to try to regroup at their own blue line. And the Barons change. Shot from near the top of the circle for the Fury and saved and held by Tyler Nordon. So the Barons finish their change with Loomis, Huffstedler, Krimbali jumping on. And Romstadt and Krimbali sends this one out of the zone. Pusateri is the other defender. And the Fury sends it back in, settled by Tyler Nordon. He'll leave it. And Pusateri will send it off the glass but out of play as it rolled up and went into the netting. So another face-off here in the Barons zone to, looks like Tyler's right side. And Huffstedler will take it. The Fury will grab it at the blue line, shot deflected into the corner. Loomis trying to get to it, takes a man out of play, second man comes to get it, Huffy pushes it out of the zone. Got a stick in there on the pass attempt. Now the Fury able to get to it, sending it in, but it'll be Nordon settling it for Pusateri. He'll feed it back for Romstadt to Huffstedler to, it was Loomis, then Krimbali, now to Huffy to Loomis, and popped off his stick and went behind the goal line. Huffstedler and Krimbali trying to get a hold of him behind the goal line. Huffy now. So Loomis shot, and it goes wide. Tried the one-timer and just couldn't quite get all of it. Krimbali now in the corner. Behind the goal line. And it's the Fury with the puck. They'll try to feed it out. Deflected, still out, and now in the neutral zone. The Fury into the offensive zone. Oleski. Now Loomis will grab it in the corner. He'll feed it up to Romstadt. Lundy's coming on the ice, and now it's Krimbali feeding into the offensive zone. Lundy will chase. They'll finish their change. Fury, though, have the puck in the neutral zone. They'll feed it in to the offensive zone. Basil and Wood have jumped on the ice, and Board as well. Intercepted in front by the Barons, and they do get it out to a point, but kept in. Shot, stick to side by Tyler. Nordon able to make that save. From the point, shot, another stick into the netting here. As Tyler Nordon able to push that one out of play and out of harm's way. 7:15 to go in this first period, all tied up at 1. Sorry about the scoreboard there. With 11:18 to go in that first period. Chicago tied it up. Apparently I didn't want to show you that extra score. I was hoping it didn't really count. It's Board sending it across for Basil, popped off the stick. And Chicago able to get to it. Shipped out of play into the bench of the Barons, and we'll have a face-off at center ice with 7 minutes to go, all tied up at 1. in the first. It'll be Morgan taking it. He's got Bradshaw to his right and Shoot to his left. And it's Wood collecting the puck across the center line and feeding it into the offensive zone with a nice backhand between the two players. Shoot chasing it. Morgan trying to get to it. Elliott with a shot, blocker save, pops in the air. Settled by the Fury. And nice job by Bradshaw getting a piece of that one, forcing the cover by the goalie of the Fury. Good pressure here by the Barons. Seems like a pretty good even game here so far. Scoreboard reflects it. We'll have a face-off in the offensive zone for the Barons, and it'll be Grimm and Pusateri coming in. Morgan, Bradshaw, and Shoot will stay. Morgan taking the face-off, right wing circle. 6:40 to go, 1-1, first period. Bouncing puck, and will ultimately end up on the Fury stick. Grimm able to settle it in the neutral zone. Morgan doesn't allow the Fury to move that one forward. And now it's into the offensive zone. Morgan chasing behind the goal line. Fury trying to send it out. And they will. Intercepted by Shoot. Shoot. All the way to Morgan on the opposite side. Near side for us. Pusateri behind the goal, chasing for the goalie. In front. Morgan able to deflect the pass. Grimm with a shot, high over the net. Rebound in front. Goal save. Goalie made the save with the pads. Left pad. Little activity there. Good chances for the Barons, but the Fury is up for it. Nice job there, getting the deflection off the goalie's intended pass, popping the puck out front, and making an opportunity. Goalie forced to make a left pad save in the end, and the Fury able to clear it. Under 5.5 to go here in this first period, all tied up at 1. We'll have a face-off in the neutral zone. Puck out of play. And we'll have Keith Bravery and Seme chasing the puck. Stockel and Romstad on the ice. Fury trying to clear it up the near side. They do. Moving up the left side of the ice. It's a 2-on-1 shot. Saved by Tyler Nordon. Cleared, but not out of the zone. And now it'll be Stockel picking it up. Chipped toward the center by Semig and then picked up by the Fury. And now off the boards, and Bravery will pick it up. Looking to see what he has to work with. Feeds it to Semig and out of the zone. Bravery keeps it in momentarily, then the Fury able to grab it. Out of the zone it goes. In to the Baron zone. Behind the goal line, Fury back to the point. D-to-D pass. Shot in front. A lot of traffic there, and it ends up in the corner. Under 4.5 to play in the first, all tied up at 1. Bravery in the corner behind his own goal. Elliott comes away with it. He'll take it out of the zone. Crosses the center line and feeds it in. Loomis coming off the bench, looking for an opportunity behind the goal line. Waiting for his teammates to get their change. It's Kumbali with the puck. Back to Elliott, the bouncing puck. And now Oleski has to win a race. Elliott coming back as well. Shot! And it's maybe saved, but off the glass in the end. Huff still gets a piece of it. He'll get it again. Trying to get it out of the zone. Still battling for it. And gets it out of the zone, but back in comes the Fury. Shot, save. Rebound, wide. This is going to go to Loomis. He ties it up with a skate. Looking for some help from Huffstedler and Oleski. And Oleski pushes it away, right back toward the boards. And Oleski feeds it to Huffstedler. Huffstedler looking for his options behind the goal line. Huffy moving it through, avoiding the player, trying to feed it up to Loomy, no luck, intercepted. And this one deflects off a Chicago player and picked up by Oleski. Oleski, Kumbali goes down as he deflects for the player, or collides with the player. The puck deflects out of play with 3:07 to go in the first period, all tied up at 1. And we'll get another change here as Lundy, Board, and Basil jump on the ice. Grimm and Pusateri are the defensemen. And they will have the face-off just outside their zone. Basil tying a man up, trying to keep it out. They do. Lundy feeds it forward. And now Basil able to feed it up the right side and in the zone toward goal. Goalie has to cover it up. Nice pressure there. And just a little bit of extracurricular, nothing major there. As Basil got pretty close to the goaltender, and the Fury player wanted to make sure he didn't stay there. Lundy gets sent out of the circle, and it'll be Basil taking the face-off. When he pushes it toward goal, it'll be picked up by the Fury, but not without some Barons resistance. And now Pusateri takes the man down. He's going to hope for it, I guess. Let's see if he gets, I think he's going for interference. Yeah. So with 2:41 to go, we have a first penalty of the game. And it is Pusateri going for interference. So, Barons on the kill here. So, down a man here for 2 minutes. Lundy feeds it out of the zone to Bradshaw, who sent it out of the zone all the way down to the Chicago goalie, who settles it. Lundy, Bradshaw, Board, and Romstad on the ice. And the Chicago Fury come back in, again pressured by the Barons. Sent around, but kept in. Yeah, nice job there by Bradshaw, feeding up to Lundy. Lundy into the offensive zone. He'll go into the corner and give a little more attention there to the Fury player, but they will get it out of the zone. And into the Barons zone they go. Pressured, sending out front and out to the point, kept in there. Trying to move the puck, ringed wide, picked up by the Barons. They'll send it long for a clear, and no icing on the penalty kills here, so Barons get the opportunity to change. Loomis, Board, Stockel, and Elliott on the ice. Loomis, nice body there, allowing Elliott to clear the puck on goal. Goalie will settle it. 37 seconds left on the power play for the Fury. My clock's just a little off. And Loomis now pressures this against the boards right in front of the Fury bench. Board in to help, and now Stockel will pick it up. Stockel takes it back to his zone, ships it right back out. Board, bodies a man off. Fury gets it with the second man. Fury into the Barons zone, off the back of the board, and out to the points. Fury trying to move the puck. Nice job there by Elliott. Got a piece of it. Chipped in front by Loomis to the side, and now it's back to full strength for the Barons. Tipped in front, and a goal. Just after the penalty expired, with 35.6 seconds left, the Fury able to take advantage of that. Didn't have the fifth man in play yet. And it is a 2-1 lead for the Fury. So, Barons have their first deficit of the game just before the end of the first. Morgan Bradshaw shoot, and Oleski Romstad will try to work this one through. And we have an icing here by the Fury. 28 seconds to go in this first period, down by 1. And we'll have a left wing circle for the face-off. back to the point. Shot for goal tipped and covered by the goaltender of the Fury. Everybody says I didn't do anything and walks away. Fury changed up there. On ice personnel. Shoot will take the face off here. Left wing circle again. Barons have it. Romstad from the point. Tipped wide. Fury clearing it. And this one's going to go long. It should be icing here. And it will be. With 11 seconds to go. 10.6 on the clock. Have it at left wing circle again for some reason. Shoot will take it. Back to the point. And chipped in front. And it's going to be picked up by Fury. Bradshaw goes behind the goal line. Fury able to just kill this one off. And that's going to do it for period number 1. And it looks like we have an ice cut. Some people are acting like we will, maybe not. I think somebody's just going to the locker room for the Barons, and no ice cut at this point. So just a quick break here for period number 1, after period number 1, and we'll add 17 to the clock and have a quick break before jumping back in with the next 17 minutes for period number 2. Down 2-1 after 1 period of play. The goal for your Cleveland Barons by Lundy from board early in this one with 15:33 remaining in the first. The Fury came back around 4 minutes later and scored at the 11:18 mark remaining in the first, and then scored their second goal with under a minute to go just after the power play ended. Just the one penalty in this one. With 2:41 to go in the first period. On the Barons, it was Pusateri for interference as he took a guy down. It was hard not to call. It was a good battle. Just guy went down, and Pusateri did a good job of not allowing the guy to get to the puck and ended up getting called for it. So pretty clean game so far, and certainly a fast-moving game. Both sides holding their own here. We'll start this one off with Shoot, Morgan, and Bradshaw, Romstad, and Oleski, the Blue Liners. Morgan will take the face-off. 17 on the clock for period number 2. Down 1-2. There we go. And now it's going to be Romstad taking the face-off, won by Morgan. Oh, lost the puck with the Fury, and now Morgan will grab the puck. He'll set it up. Feeds it in for Shoot. Trying to feed it further for Bradshaw. Back to Shoot. And now the Fury are going to intercept this one and take it out of the zone. And gloved and held by Tyler Nardon. So we'll have a face-off to his left side. And it'll be picked up by Grimm. Shoot. Rink wide, intercepted in the neutral zone. Looking for a rink wide pass to Morgan. Shot here, wide and off the glass. Kept in by the Fury. And now Grimm to Morgan. Long pass to Bradshaw into the offensive zone. Pusateri in front to Morgan. Shot and Morgan, or excuse me, that was Bradshaw right next to the goal. Bradshaw right next to the goalie, able to get a hold of it on his skate, push it to his stick, and get a quick shot. Point blank, goalie there, able to cover it up. It'll be Keith taking the face-off, Semic on his left, and Bravery on his right. Pusateri and Grimm. Blue lines. Grimm, shot, stick save into the corner. Pusateri pushes it further. And Bravery gets a hold of it. Tying it up, looking for some help from Pusateri. And now back out to Keith. Keith. Bravery will pick it up. He'll feed it for Semic. Semic trying to get it back to the point. He does. Semic gets it back. And now too many dark sweaters there, and the Fury will send it in behind the goal for Nordon to settle. And the Fury dump it into the corner. Shot, stick save into the far side, and the Fury will try again. This one tipped into the corner by the Fury. Nice shot by Pusateri, not allowing that one to be sent in front. And now cleared here by the Barons. I think it might have been Keith. This one is just a fly ball into the goal, and Nordon sends it to the side with some ease. Track that well. Off the glass and out. And they're going to say icing here, and they wave it off. Goalie ends up grabbing it anyway. Maybe because it was waved off. Keith trying to send it out of the zone, won't go. Nice job by the Fury keeping it in. Keith will grab it behind the goal line, tying it up there in the corner. Under 15 to play in the second. Barons down 2-1. And now it's clear. No, it's kept in with the glove of the Fury defenseman. This one is sent back to the opposite point. Stick save here by Nordon. Another deflection and a save. Fury got a piece of that one in front. They're doing a good job of getting a stick on the puck as they throw it toward the front of the goal. And this was deflected out of play. So we'll have a face-off to Tyler Nordon's left side here with a little over 14 to go. And the second period down 1-2. Next line up, Wood and Elliott are the defensemen. Hufstedler, Kerbali, and Loomis. Hufstedler will take the face-off. He wins it back to Wood. Wood will grab it behind his own goal. Leaves it for Huffy. Hufstedler will skate it up the right side. Rolls off his stick, pushes it out of the zone, and ties a man up. Kerbali now will feed it back up to Hufstedler. Kicks it into the offensive zone, and it's going to be the Fury picking it up. And Kerbali grabs it around the rim. Kerbali trying to feed between some men. Hufstedler picks it up, sends it back to the point. Shot! And it ends up wide. Not sure if that was tipped. And Loomis will pick this up. And now out of the zone, Kerbali knocks it down out of the air. Kerbali feeds it back into the zone. Into the corner. Loomis trying to chase. Out of the zone for the Fury. Hufstedler gets it back on his stick from Basil. And the Fury able to get back to it. Hufstedler inadvertently trips a man as he skated over his leg. Didn't get called for, so we'll take that. And it's Elliott in his own zone trying to feed this around. Basil will pick it up. Lundy. And Loomis still out there. Wood and Elliott still there. Wood trying to clear it. Glove down and kept in, but then kicked out by Lundy. Loomis across the blue line. Loomis feeds it in for Lundy. And it's picked up by the Fury. Kept in though by the Barons. Fed out front by Basil. Stockel with a shot tipped wide by the Fury. Barons trying to settle it, and it was Board with a shot. Wouldn't go. Deflected. Basil behind the goal line. To Board on the opposite side. Lundy in the corner. Fury and Lundy battling for it, and the Fury are going to come away with it in the end. Deflected off the skate, stays in for the moment. Now the Fury out into the Baron zone. Stockel at his feet, not allowing the pass to go, and it's Romstock coming away with it. Able to maneuver through, collect it off the boards, kept in by the Fury. Under 12 to go in the second period, down 1-2. Stockel will pick it up behind his own goal. Feeds it up to Board. Board looking for his options. Feeds it out to Captain Lundy.
Lundy on goal, blocker, or just to wide of the goal, but the goalie settles it anyway. Nice job there by Romstadt, not allowing that pass to go through. And they have to slow down, but the Fury do dump this in to the Barons zone. Stockel feeds it from behind the boards to the side, but it's the Fury maneuvering to the center, not getting a shot on goal, but it was dangerous there for a moment. 11:20 to go in the second period. Down 1-2, it's going to be Stockel picking it up in his own zone, trying to reset. Morgan, Shute, and Bradshaw on the ice for the forwards. Stockel and Romstadt still there. Shot goes wide. And it's Shute maneuvering around a player into the offensive zone, into the corner. He's tied up there. Bradshaw in to help. The Fury come away with it and take it out of the zone up the right side. Into the Barons zone. Into the center. And a shot and a save. And he's able to find it. He's tethering it on and covers it up. Made the save. Couldn't quite track the puck for a moment there. Found it right in front of him. And able to cover it up. Nice move there by the Barons. Got to the center. And Tyler able to slide across and then put the glove down and hold on. 10:43 to go. Next line up here is Huffstedler, Kumbali, and Loomis. And it's out of the zone. Loomis is going to chase, and it's the Fury sending it back in. Huffstedler will grab it behind his own goal. He's got Pusateri and Oleski with him. This one gets deflected, and Oleski will maneuver around and send it out of the zone into the offensive zone, and this will be icing. So we'll have another defensive zone faceoff. Oleski tried to push that one off the boards and through, and it went a little long for him. A lot of traffic there. I'm not sure if he's trying to find somebody or if it just got a little away from him, but got it out of the zone, so we'll take that one. We'll try again. Huffstedler at the dot, tied it up for a moment, and then the Fury tried to get to it, and now Huffy able to grab it off the boards, knocked off his stick. Oleski and Pusateri team up. Pusateri takes a man out of play, gets the puck, sends it around. Kumbali and the Fury try to race to it. Fury gets there first. Kumbali and Oleski now tying it up on the boards. Fury come away with it. Pusateri bodies a man off and he'll grab the puck. Nice job there by Pusateri. Pusateri knocked off his stick. Huffstedler feeds it up the boards. Knocked by some bodies, and now it's out of the zone by Pusateri. And into the Fury zone. Fury have it. And it's back into the Baron zone. Pusateri rims it around, picked up by the Fury. Behind the goal line. And it'll be picked up as it's sent out by Basil. Basil into the offensive zone as he avoids a man. Tried to send it through, deflected off the skate. Nice look there. And now it's the Fury the other way. Nice skate by Grimm. Puts his skates together and kept the puck. Nicely done. Basil now with Lundy and Board. He sends it to Board. Board throws it in front of the blue paint and it goes through. Grimm trying to get a piece of it. He gets a body instead. Elliott now. Elliott and a player both go down as they were trying to avoid each other or move past each other or something, and now it's in the corner. A whole pile up here, and now there's a little bit of activity and post-whistle play with about 9 minutes to go here in the second period. And the referee's heading over to the scorekeeper table. Let's see if scorekeeper's going to have some company. Looks like we've got a trip coming up. And who's it on? It is on number 11 of the Chicago Fury. So with 9 minutes to go, let's fix the clock for you. Let's get this one accurate. Since it's a power play for the Barons. So first power play of the game for the Barons. And it's Loomis, Huffstedler to Loomis for a shot. Kumbali out there as well. Huffy with the puck behind the goal line. He'll feed it back to Elliott. Left the zone unintentionally, and then it'll be Elliott now collecting it. That was Romstadt on the far side. Now it's Huffstedler in the center. He'll feed it to Loomis. They have to tag up, and not quite the play that I'm not sure who's on the right. I've forgotten already who was on the right side. Hustler was feeding it back, and that's not what his right winger expected. So now we're going to have an ice cut here at the halfway point. So with 8:34 to go, the Barons are down 1-2 at the approximate halfway point of this game. And we'll have a minute 34 power play when we come back after the ice cut. So a little break for intermission here, down 1-2. Back in about 10 minutes. Welcome back to the second half as the Barons trail 1-2, but they're up a man for another minute 34. As the Fury had a tripping penalty with 9 minutes to go in the second. So we'll have the power play unit of Lundy, Board, Morgan, Romstad, and Bradshaw on the ice. And it looks like we'll have the face-off right outside the Barons bench. And Lundy takes the face-off. Board pushes it into the offensive zone looking for Morgan. And Board will get it back. What's going to pop out of the zone though? Help to reset. And Lundy. Board loses his stick, will grab it back, no problem. Shot by the Fury. It's deflected into the netting, so we'll have a defensive zone face-off coming up. Face off by Lundy. Morgan will feed it up. And Bradshaw to Romstad to Board. Board crosses the center line. Deflects and he'll get it back. Romstad to Morgan. Still trying to find their way through the neutral zone. Now it's Romstad sending it in as he loses an edge, but he'll pop back up. Bradshaw now in the corner. Bradshaw back to Board. Fury is all over the Barons here. Fed up front, shot, Romstad! It's deflected into the netting with 7:33 to go. Quick shot there. Nice little feed. Found a way to get a shot off and was deflected by the Fury into the netting. So we'll have face off in the offensive zone, left wing side. Next line up here for the Barons, it's Huffstedler, Loomis, Krombali, Stockel, and Pusateri. 33 seconds left in the power play. Huffstedler feeds it back to Pusateri. And then fed back in. Huffy's going to pick it up behind the goal line. He'll feed it around, try to feed it around. Second effort he does, he gets it back himself. Back to the point. Pusateri to Stockel. Loomis out front to Huffstedler. Shot by Krombali, still loose. Pusateri trying to get a hold of it, no luck, and the Fury finally clear. A couple good opportunities there. They couldn't get a hold of it at the end, and Fury does a good job of clearing it. Stockel knocked off his stick. Fury gets it back, and they can't get a hold of it to bring it in cleanly. Save and a goal. Save was made originally, and then it got deflected off of a player and into the net. And it is an even strength goal again just after the penalty expired. Unfortunate there, as almost a fluke goal there as Nordin was able to make the save originally, and then it just deflected off of a defender and went in the back of the net. So the Fury is now up 3-1 with 6:55 to go in the second period. Keith, Elliott, Oleski, Semig, and Bravery. And it was the Fury, 2-on-1, couldn't get the shot off. And now Elliott, able to get it out of the zone, popped back into the zone too soon, and offside the call here for the Fury. Right in front of their bench will be the face-off. Summing Bravery, Keith, Oleski, and Elliott. And it'll be Bravery picking this up. He'll get it out of the zone. Keith trying to get a hold of it, no luck. It's too many black sweaters again. Summing though, and is pressuring the offensive zone now. He'll back off, and the Fury will take this one out of the zone. Long pass to the blue line in front, and it's going to go wide here on a deflection. And behind the goal line for the Fury in the Barons zone. Bravery to the corner. He'll feed it back as he gets taken down, and he'll set it up. And now it's Keith with the puck. He'll chip it out. Sent back in. Pushed aside by Tyler Nodon, and now deflected into the netting as the Fury try to take a shot. 5:42 to go in this second period. Barons now down by 2. 1-3 is the score. It'll be Lundy, Ramstadt, Grimm, Board, and Basil on the ice. Face off to Tyler Nodon's right side. And tied up at the center dot. Lundy trying to kick it to himself. He does. Feeds it up. And now up the right side. Trying to feed it up to Board was Basil. He got it back and kept it in the zone. Basil now still battling with Board and 3 different Fury players. Fury come away with it. Up the left side and into the Barons zone. Out front and just wide of the net on a deflection again. That one went just past the post. Fortunate to stay out of the goal there. In the neutral zone, and now it's going to be picked up by the Barons. Fed into the Fury zone, and it's going to be Lundy trying to chase it down. He's got company, and Lundy's going to come away with it. Lundy, behind the goal line, will feed it around to the point for Grimm. Grimm skates it forward to the hash marks, taken away by the Fury. And now Lundy at the center line, and now it's the Fury. He'll throw it behind the Barons goal line. Grimm feeding it back out, and picking up is Morgan into the zone at the blue line, and now into the corner. In front, it was Boyd with a chance. Goalie might have got a piece of that one and pushed it away. Wood. Oh, the referee got a piece of that. Basil pushes a man down right in front of the referee on the bench, and I think he's going to the box. Basil was arguing his point while play was still going. I think he saw it got called. He got called. So with 4:12 to go, Basil's in the box, and let's see what the call is here. They're huddling about it. Cross check. So it's going to be a Chicago power play with 4:12 to go. So there's your scoreboard. Down by 2 goals, and now down by a man on the ice. Coach and refs yelling at each other. And Chicago with the puck and the man advantage. Oh, nice kick there by Bradshaw, sending it into the offensive zone. Bradshaw shoot, Stockel, and Wood on the ice. It's the Fury with the puck behind their own goal. They'll bring it up the right side through the neutral zone into the Barons zone. Stockel pushes it into the corner and trying to clear it. With the Barons no luck, kept in by the Fury. Shot goes wide here. Bradshaw pushes it behind the goal line. Stockel allows, nice job there. The Barons keeping up to clear this one. And Bradshaw just wasting some time and sending it in. Nicely done. 3:30 to go in this one, the second period. And 1:12 left on a penalty, and offside the call here by about a half a mile. Oops, sorry about the clock. So let's see if I don't know if they'll let me fix it. I'm just going to let the clock go. It's 1:11 left on the penalty and 3:23 left in the period. Just start this late and get it caught up here. Lundy, Board, Pusateri, and Elliott on the ice. The Fury behind their own goal. Now a long pass, and they'll cross into the Barons zone. Behind the goal line. Tied up by Lundy, and cleared. And the Fury back into the zone. Under a half a minute left on this power play, and let's see what they call here. I think the net's off. So Krimbali and Loomis are in. This is Terry and Elliott, I believe. Elliott's going to take the face off. Puck behind the goal line. Fury have it. And trying to clear it, kept in, and now Loomis, no, couldn't quite get it across the line. Stick save there by Tyler Rodon. Fury sent it up front, but intercepted. Nicely done, Elliott. 3-on-2 actually for the Barons. Across the line, Loomis toward goal. And now back to full strength. Huffy off the bench. He gets to the puck, keeps it in the zone for a moment. Now it's across the blue line. And now set back on goal. And there's a little battle. And Loomis knocks this down out of the air. Nicely done. There's a little behind the scenes battle, but nothing doing there. And now there's a penalty coming up, maybe? Yeah. As there's a Fury player down on the ice, and now a little extracurricular. Penalty's over. It's a player down. Don't want to see that. Didn't see the play. Maybe you did. I don't know. I should have looked over at my YouTube feed, which is a little bit behind, but I didn't see it. Player's up, so that's good. So looks like another penalty for the Barons. And it's Pusateri in the box. Oh, he's gone. So I'm not sure what the call was. Didn't see it, but he is. Looks like he's got a 5-minute. So we got the 5-minute major. So that is not what we wanted to see there. So good to see the player get up and walk to the bench on his own accord. Skate to the bench on his own accord, so that's good, but 5-minute major, not what we wanted to see, and Pusateri leaving the rink, not what we wanted to see there. So we're going to have Oleski, Romstad, Bradshaw, and Lundy on the ice. A lot of volume on the rink now. Mostly outside the glass walls. And here we go. A lot of killing to do here for the Barons. So, Oleski pushes the player into the boards. Fury keep the puck here. Getting it up front, and they don't allow him to have a shot. Good work there. And clearing attempt, kept in nicely by the Fury, and now what do we have? Looks like a penalty. And it's going to be on the Fury. So that's good news for the Barons. 27's going to the box. So we'll turn off the power play clock for now. So it's 4-on-4 hockey. And in the corner, Grimm with the puck. He's got Stockel with him, board. And now it's Stockel coming away with it. Basil on the ice as well. Stockel circles back. Leaves it for Board. Board now has a little room and he'll move out of the zone. Board across the blue line. Pushes through behind the goal line. Causes a lost stick for Fury, and now lost puck for a moment for Grimm, but he gets it back. And now the Fury able to take it. Board will regroup in the neutral zone. Stockel has it up the left side. Into the zone, taken right back by the Fury. 18 seconds to go, it's a breakaway. And over the goal. Puck was not a shot on goal there, so unless that was the stick by Nordon that made it happen, not sure. Basil feeds it into the offensive zone, Board, and that's going to do it for the period. Eventful second. We'll have a quick intermission here and get right back to it for the third with 41 seconds left of 4-on-4 hockey before a little over 2 minutes of power play for the Fury. Second period showed a goal for the Fury with 6:55 to go, just after the power play ended, and an unfortunate deflection into the back of the net. And then 4 penalties so far four penalties in the second period, including that 5-minute major on Pusateri, who's out of the game. So Barons have a little bit of catching up to do, as it's 1-3 deficit here entering the third period. We'll start this one with Morgan, Elliott, Wood, and Shoot. And the Fury are going to take it forward. And it's going to be knocked up into the air, settled down. And it'll be Elliott picking it up. Morgan will grab it behind his goal line. 4-on-4 hockey for another 24 seconds. And across the goal line. Shot here, wide. Now it's a power play for the Fury. In front, and it goes through the blue paint and across. No shot. So Fury had the man advantage now. And they keep the puck in the zone for now. In front, deflected, didn't make it to goal. Now in the corner, Wood able to tie a man up, and Lundy able to clear. No icing as we're on the kill. Getting a little more physical, getting a little more chippy here. 1:42 left on the penalty kill. Lundy, Romstad, Oleski, and Board on the ice. Fury take this one out of their zone. Up the left side of the ice into the offensive zone. Behind the Barons' goal. And Romstad takes a man down. No penalty. Out of the zone, and it's a right offside there. So with 15:10 left in the third period, down by 2 goals, 1:18 left on the penalty and power play for the Fury. Loomis, Bradshaw, Romstad, and Oleski on the ice. Fury feeding it in, intercepted, nicely done. Oleski sends it long, on goal. Goalie settles it with his stick save. Under a minute to go on the power play for the Fury. And that's going to be icing, as they couldn't connect on that long pass. So, offensive zone face-off for the Barons. Looks like it'll be a left wing circle. .46 seconds left on the penalty for the Barons. Chicago patient behind their goal. It's Morgan providing some pressure. And Chicago into the zone, but trying to get it right back out, and they do. Loomis able to knock that one back into the neutral zone. Chicago resetting. And right across the blue line. Romstad pressuring. Oleski as well. Chicago keeping it into the blue line. Bradshaw gets tripped up. No call there. Romstad collects the puck. He'll feed it to the blue line and out. Into the neutral zone. Resetting is the Chicago Fury. 3 seconds left on the penalty. And back to full strength. So, back to full strength for the Barons, and the Fury back into the zone. In front, nice job there, knocking the puck to the side. It's Hufstedler, Loomis, and Krimbali, Keith, excuse me. Hufstedler, Keith, and Krimbali at the moment. They're going to switch it up anyway here, so let's see who's going to end up on the ice. Oh, sorry about the clock, let me fix that. So, 13:30 to go. It's Hufstedler, Krimbali, Keith. Shot, deflected to the side, shot rebound. And behind the goal line, Hufstedler has it with a lot of traffic behind the goal, and now they blow it dead because the net's off. Stockel and Grimm are the defenseman. Hufstedler will take the face-off again. There were about 6 players behind the goal. So they were trying to figure out what to do with that puck, and then ended up out front, ended up with a shot or 2, and the net was off the peg, it looked like. Morgan, Bradshaw, and Shoot on the ice for the forwards. Grimm and Stockel stay, and Stockel's going to pick this puck up, and Bradshaw Morgan in the neutral zone. No, that was Bradshaw, and that was Morgan. Morgan maneuvering, and he'll dump it in behind the goal line. Shoot, getting hugged there. And they do call a penalty. And a hooking call coming up. So power play for the Barons coming up for hooking on number 2. With 12:48 to go in the third. So it's Hufstedler, Krimbali, Elliott, Loomis, and Stockel. And it's going to be the Fury taking it the other way. And Loomis doesn't allow that pass to be completed. In the corner, it'll be Elliott picking it up. He'll take it out of the zone. It's Elliott sending into the offensive zone. Goalie can't settle it. Hufstedler does. And Loomis now. Oh, trying to find it back to Loomis was Elliott, and now it's going to be back in the neutral zone. Oh, excuse me, it was Stockel. Back in the neutral zone, Stockel. So Loomis who feeds it in. Kumbali will get it behind the goal line and leave it for Huffstetter in the corner. He's got company. Huffy able to push through. Second man. And now Fury sent it to the point, kept in there by Stockel. Loomis still trying to settle this one. Now Loomis. The Huffstetter now gets it from Stockel. Shot blocked. Long clear, and it'll be Nordon settling it. 56 seconds left on the power play. Kumbali, or excuse me, that's Board now. Leaving it for Huffy. He gets a piece of it, but the Fury able to push it out of the zone. Kumbali knocks it back, but it's still the Fury's puck. Shot, save. This was tipped in front. Now out of the zone. With 20 seconds left, the Fury sent it back in. 20 seconds left on, now 15 seconds left on the power play. And the Barons have finished their change of their unit. It's Romstad, Bradshaw, Lundy, Board, and Morgan. Just 2 seconds left in the power play, that'll do it. Lundy sends it across, Romstad. Out of the zone, Morgan. Back across the line, double check to make sure it was onside, it was, and he was able to cross the blue line. Now back into the neutral zone. Rink wide pass, Romstad waits for the tag up, he'll feed it in. Trying to go to the corner, but intercepted. Wood now. In the neutral zone. Feeds it up to Bradshaw, across the blue line. Bradshaw trying to pull the puck through, intercepted. Wood loses an edge and goes down. The Barons in the corner, pushing the puck to the side, and now who's going to come away with it? It'll be Wood in the corner. And now Fury gets it back. Top of the circle, they can't get the shot off, and the Barons will take it away. It's Senig. Into the offensive zone, he'll leave it for Keith. Bravery calling for it, couldn't get it to him. Elliott keeps it in. Now it's Bravery. And now it's Chicago sending it the other way. Wood will collect it in his own zone with 9:34 to go. Down by 2 in the third. Elliott at his own blue line, circles back to reset. Icing here as he tried to connect with Keith, but no luck. So defensive zone face-off coming up. Next lineup, Oleski, Stockel, Basil, Board, and Lundy, who will take the face-off. 1-3 the score in favor of the Fury. Off the glass, and they keep it in to the Fury. Stockel. Again, and they'll feed it back to Oleski. Off the skate, it stays in for now, and now it's out of the zone. Board at center. Stockel regrouping in his blue line. Oleski up to Basil at the center line, and he chips it in. Board trying to lay a check. Able to get past him with Chicago, and now back the other way behind their own goal line. And they're intercepted in the neutral zone by the Barons. Barons shoot, or excuse me, Lundy trying to get in to the zone past the player. Almost able to pull that puck through, no luck. Save here by Tyler Nordon, pushes the puck into the corner. Puck sitting there and cleared. No, they kept it in. Did Miller, but of the Fury, but it was a hand pass then, and that means face-off coming up here outside the zone with 8:17 to go in the third period, down 1-3. Next lineup, it'll be Bradshaw, Morgan taking the face-off, shoot. Grimm with the puck, he sends it over to Romstad. Romstad to Bradshaw. Bounces on goal, and he's forced to cover it up. So they turn the ice to the offensive zone for a face-off. Shoot will take it. Left wing circle. And they can't keep it in here, so in the neutral zone, they'll pick it up and reset. Chip back in. Fury trying to clear it, and it'll be kept in again. Romstad, shot blocked. Fury trying to send it long, no luck. It's Romstad intercepting. He'll cross it back across the blue line. Stands a man up there. Now it's cleared by the Fury. Grimm will grab it, and he tries to feed it off the boards, and does, I guess, and it's chipped back into the Fury zone. It looked like it was going to go out of the zone out of play for a moment. Fury able to clear this one. Into the Barons zone. And a lot of activity in front as the man went down and slid into the Barons goalie and knocked the pegs off as well. Everybody's okay. A little bit of stay away from my goalie, whistle some more, and we move on. So it'll be a face-off outside the zone because they slid into our goalie, so we'll have a face-off outside the Barons bench. About 7:20 to go in this one. Krimbali Huffstiller takes the face-off, and Wood grabs the puck. He'll feed it into the offensive zone. Loomis and Elliott out there as well. Krimbali into the corner, and this one's going to go all the way. No icing here, all the way down, but no icing. And so, Barons trying to get a hold of it, stolen by Chicago. Shot, save by Nordon, able to collect that one. Shot here is wide and long. And now it's back behind the goal line. Huffstad is going to grab it. And he'll feed it up to Krimbali, who gets a piece of it, and they say icing. They waved it off. One said icing and one waved it off, and now they've blown it dead. So, I guess they've called icing in the end. Or they called, I don't know what they called. The face-off's still down in the offensive zone, so. We'll take it. 6:40 to go. Line change for the Barons results in Bradshaw, Romstad, Board, Lundy. Oh, it's a penalty. We'll take that too. Shot here and save. So I missed the penalty, sorry about that. But I'll take the result. So power play for the Barons. Morgan goes to goal, hoping for a rebound, but not to be had. And Romstad will take it at the point. Lundy sends it back to Board. To Romstad. Pass Bradshaw to Lundy. Romstad into Lundy, Bradshaw, excuse me. And this one's going to leave the zone to reset. Board avoiding a pretty heavy stick check there. Romstad leaves it for Morgan. Morgan into the offensive zone. To the point. Romstad now. Shot. Rebound. It's going to be picked up. Again, there's another shot. And now the Barons able to get to it. Bradshaw to Lundy to Romstad. Shot in front. Oh, looking for Bradshaw. Could not get the stick on the tip for the tip. Nice opportunity there. Good backdoor opportunity, but Bradshaw had a player draped on him and couldn't get the tip to work. Romstad to Lundy. Inquired pass attempt, intercepted. Board. Romstad. Shot, tipped, blocked. Backdoor, shot, and a goal! It was Bradshaw, Morgan, I believe, with the goal. and I missed it, passed it to him. And it was, let's see if I can figure it out in the end here. So it was Morgan with the goal, and I believe it was Lundy with the assist. 5:06, and it is a 2-3 power play goal for your Cleveland Barons. Hofstadter takes the face off here. Gets it to Loomis now, does the defender, and it's taken away by the Fury. They'll go back the other way. Fury leaves it for the defenseman. Long shot, high and wide, off the glass. Oleski and Stockel, the defenseman pairing. Kambali, Loomis, Hofstadter, the 3 forwards. Chicago back across the blue line, shot, save, off the masking glove and pushed aside. Kambali trying to send this one out, or Oleski trying to send this one out. Loomis feeds it into the offensive zone. And it is the Fury coming away with it. Loomis chasing, Kambali now. And Chicago into the offensive zone. Stockel will pick it up behind his own goal line. Loomis to Hofstadter out of the zone. Huffy into the offensive zone. And they'll peel off and change with 4 minutes to go in this third period, down by 1 goal now. After the Morgan goal, this was chipped out of play with 3:51 to go in the third period. Neutral zone face off. And it's Board with a shot, glove save and a hold. Seems like the clock started a little early on that one, but there we go. Elliot Grimm, Lundy, Board, and Basil on the ice. Kept in by Elliott. Shot blocked off the shin of a forward of a Chicago Fury player. And they're deep into the Barons zone. At the point now. Shot blocked wide. There's a Baron that sent it wide. And now out of the zone, off the boards. Basil trying to win a race. Doesn't look like he will, but he's going to provide some pressure. Intercepted in the neutral zone. Lundy across the blue line. Feeding it toward the goal. Up front, shot. Basil still loose. And Basil getting beat up in front of the goal, or next to the goal, I should say. And they're going to blow this dead. What do we have here? It looks like the net's off. So about 3 to go in this one. Still down by a goal. Looking for that tying goal with 3 minutes to do it. It'll be Morgan, Bradshaw, Shoot, Wood, and Romstad trying to do it next. Romstad goes it toward goal, tipped wide, Shoot. Back to Romstad, it's wide here. Morgan to Bradshaw in the corner. Tied up. Along the boards, near the hash marks. To the point, Wood. And now it's going to be pushed into the neutral zone. Chicago goes into the Barons zone. To the point. And pushed into the corner. Out of the zone. Lost it at the feet, and now they say no offside there, as they apparently tagged up just in time, did the Chicago Fury. Tied up on the near side, hash marks in the Baron zone. 2 minutes to go in this one. Wood comes away with it. Across the blue line. Nice job getting past the stick there. Crosses the blue line, but now back the other way go the Fury, and they cross the Barons blue line. Stick save by Tyler Rodon into the corner. Morgan chips it out of play. Another souvenir for a lucky fan. And the Barons will send their next line out. It's Oleski and Stockel with Hofstadler, Krimbali, and Loomis to take the face-off in their own zone to Tyler Rodon's right side. 1:29 to go in this one. Cleared, settled in the neutral zone, and they'll feed it back in their own zone to regroup. So Hofstadler in the neutral zone, gets around one man across the blue line. Through the center, pushes it behind the goal line. Chicago picks it up, Krimbali there. And Chicago through the neutral zone, trying to settle it. Across the blue line, knocked to the side by Stockel. Loomis sends it around. It'll be Oleski or Krimbali grabbing it. Krimbali to Oleski maybe? Hofstadler there. Who's going to come away with it? It's Oleski. Excuse me, it is Oleski. Krimbali trying to get to it. And into the corner he'll go. Krimbali keeps it around. Chicago sends it to the point, kept in by Stockel. Hofstadler will grab it. And it's at some feet. Hofstadler and Loomis there. A couple Chicago players as well. And it's cleared out of the zone. 28 seconds to go, empty net for the Barons. Oleski will have it. Oleski leaves it for Lundy. Lundy now. Sends it long. It's Board. Morgan. Basil. Board sends it rink wide. Looking for Romstad, but it's picked up by Chicago. Elliott deflects it. Morgan trying to leave it for Board, trying to push through, and he does. 1 second to go, that's going to do it. And that's where this one's going to end, a 2-3 loss. Barons fought back on this one. A couple interesting places in this game. A 5-minute major resulting in Pusateri leaving the game. An odd bounce for that third goal. Or was it the second goal of the Chicago Fury? But the Barons able to fight back, bring this one within one, but they do fall 2-3 for their first game of the showcase in Chicago. Well, we'll be back for the second game. Not too much time to think about this one, as we'll be back tonight at 6 p.m. Central Daylight Time, 7 p.m. Eastern, for the second game against the Philly Junior Flyers, right back here at the Arctic Ice Arena in Orland Park, Illinois. That one will be at the Euro sheet, different sheet of ice in the same facility here in Orland. So, we will see you back here tonight. Thanks for watching.